We will go to... It's been a while. I think I'm gonna go to this screen. Yep. There we are. Okay. Our May and June updates. Window capture has to be like this. Okay. Here we go. So May I streamed like a couple times. June I did not. A lot of things behind the scenes when I was not streaming. So we'll go through all of those points. So just as a reintroduction to me for those new and old, my name is Tifamin. I am an expressive vocalist and classically trained musician, bringing 12 plus years of live performance experience into the online Utaite and V-Singer space. I am over 21 years old. I am Indonesian American. I'm a multi-musician, and I am also a doctor of pharmacy. I live in Texas, as I mentioned before. Yes, Texas barbecue. Oh, that transition was kind of weird. Okay, what did I do in May and June? So I was talking in the months before about my NAPLEX and how I was stressed about that, which is my board exam, to get my active license to start practicing. I passed it, and I'm working now. My schedule is a bit variable, but my stream time is still... I will still be available for all my Friday stream times at least, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the congrats. I also started writing video scripts on Syken's channel using my active license, keeping up that clinical knowledge. And I'll talk more about that in a bit. For music, a lot of music. I've been recording. I had to stop recording because I went to do things IRL. Kind of wore out my voice and had to recover a bit. But we are back to recording. Short covers are back. I posted one on Friday, and I will post another one on this Friday. So we're back on schedule. More NDA work, which I cannot say everything of, but I'll try to share what I can. I participated in some community covers. One of them is the Odyssey Hololive community cover hosted by, I think it's Rosa and Saber. Under Riku's server, Wonder Riku's, and another one that I don't want to speak about right now, but it will come out soon. Then I also did a lot of time tune and mix work for various projects. Yep. Ad break is starting soon, so I'll take a break. Well, I'm also on YouTube. If you want to check out my stream there as well, without ads. So what did I do? What else did I do? Conventions. I went to MomoCon and Dokumi. I think the C has to be capitalized. Yeah, that's my bad. That was my first time participating in a meet and greet. I met a lot of cool VTubers. A lot of large VTubers that I didn't know about before. So I got to learn a lot from them about their VTubing journeys, how they, what kind of streams do they do, what their niches are, those kinds of things. And for gaming, not so much. I did a few collabs on the Fruit Tart, through the Fruit Tart channel as in social media, but it was on Michiko's channel. Yes, we did 2 streams of Monster Camp and 1 stream of Pico Park. Yes. I'll repeat this again after the ads are done. I have a whole section for that. So that's the brief overview. Wow, meet and greet. Yes, it was fun. Okay. I'll wait for ad break to be over before I get into the pharmacy section. But yeah, a lot has been going on. Other recent things, I've been out touching grass a lot this past week, which has contributed to my anxiety. But also it's nice to catch up with people again after having a huge huge months of locking in and doing things remotely and in person. But yeah, last night I was in Psychen's stream, and Conan Liu, who is another MD, also popped into the stream. And Conan Liu is Psychen's Oshi, his Dr. Oshi, because he posts a lot of review guides for med students. So Psychen was like, wow, in med school I was like watching you did all of this, you're like an esports streamer, you do all this. It was really fun. Being in Psychen's community has been a bit of pleasure. I've been glad to share my medical knowledge, as well as learn more about the physician side of things. Physician as in like the usual doctor you would think of, because here you can get a doctor degree for medicine and for pharmacy, but we call physicians are more commonly referred to as doctors, and for pharmacy we refer them as pharmacists. But some people still also refer to pharmacists as doctors. It's like the doctor is in my name, but you have like the distinction there. So I'll refer to Psychen as physician. Yes. So physicians. So me learning about how physicians learn all the diseases, what the workup is for each disease, and how that plays into what kind of orders they put in for treatment. That has been pretty fun. A lot of med students in his chat as well. A lot of nursing and pharmacy, and all sorts of healthcare people. It's been very fun to talk to them and answer questions / give some fun facts. But yeah, so with Psychen's channel, I've been reviewing my clinical knowledge and helping create some long-form videos to help out his channel. Psychen is on the path to try to become a YouTube health partner. I think I misspoke on one tweet and inside congratulations on the health partner, but it's congratulations on regular partner. So there's regular YouTube partner, and then there's YouTube health partner. So he's already regular partner, which he achieved this past month, and now he's working towards health partner. And to be a health partner, he's looking to get more videos on his channel. So I've helped him a little bit with that. I wrote him up a video script, which he collaborated with me on for opioid pain management, and I'm also working on some scripts for drug interactions. So things that both pharmacists and physicians have to keep in mind when they talk to patients and think about, like, just like common things in their lifestyle that you wouldn't realize affects how your treatment affects your treatment plan. Yes. So yeah, support Psychen's channel. Pharmacy and healthcare is not my channel's niche. Mine is music. But I have all this knowledge. I still want to use it. I was like, Psychen, do you want me to just help out with your channel and help you get to health partner maybe a little quicker? And he was like, yeah, sure. Also, supporting public health awareness is a big thing in medicine right now, as healthcare literacy is very difficult. People aren't taught a lot of these things about medicine, and when you're given your little short 15-minute appointments at your doctor appointments, or when you're talking with a doctor like at the hospital, there's a lot of things that we can't tell you in that time because we can only tell you the short of what's going on, and not as much information about everything about a medication, everything about a treatment plan, everything about a disease state. So Psychen's channel is there to help bridge that gap and increase healthcare literacy and awareness about public health. For example, in our opioid pain management video, we discussed how to recognize an opioid emergency. Accidental overdosing. What does that look like? And administration of naloxone. So things like that that we can use in our everyday lives. Yeah, those kinds of things. So that's my little spiel about that. And this is the video. I won't play it here. But yeah, go check out his channel. This is the video I worked on with him. This actually was a video idea that I got from his birthday subathon stream. Like near the end of the stream, someone was asking about like, oh, how often do you use like fentanyl in the hospital? I don't think that was the exact question, but something about like how like the use of fentanyl in the hospital. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess people don't really know how it's used. Like what is the process that we use to decide different pain medications, controlled substances, those kinds of things. So I go through that there. The short is that we use guidelines evidence, and we have to be very careful about who we can start opioids in, what kind of procedures do we expect that kind of pain level, where do we add it in, multimodal pain regimen, so using like Tylenol and also opioids so that you don't have to use as much opioids, those kinds of things. Patient safety, all that good stuff. All in this video, go check it out. It's a bit long, it's like 9 minutes, but would really appreciate if you can at least like put it in the background, maybe learn something new, drop a comment, a like, and subscribe to Psychin. But yeah, that's all about Psychin. And for my employment, I had some interviews. Very quick turnaround this time. The last time I applied to a bunch of jobs, I got no responses. So I was very surprised that I got responses this time. I think it's maybe the positions I was looking for, they responded faster too. Probably higher demand. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of over-prepared this time. The interviews were around like 30 minutes. But I was very, very, very nervous because I had a lot of previous failed applications across these past few years actually, and very difficult interview questions that I actually recorded. I wrote down interview questions after each interview, and recounting these to friends, they were like, that question's so hard. Like how would, like, I don't know how I would answer that either. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I think I just tried to interview in an industry that was very, very, I would say like cutthroat. They're like very specific on what they want for their answers. And it wasn't like a beginner style interview or like an entry level job interview. Like they were expecting some sort of experience. That was a spam bot. So I will not say hi to the spam bot. Thank you, Saribot. Okay. So that's it for interviews. So yeah, I'm employed now. First paycheck is going to be used to pay people that have worked for me. Please, as a gift, please let me pay you. Oh my god, please. Please. And also I'm going to reinvest it in growth for my channel and growth for other streams of income? Question mark. Watch later to find out. But yeah. So I am employed now, but it is an entry-level job, and I'm thinking of going into maybe specializing in something else. Kind of within like 5 years, I do want to look towards a growth in my career. Specialty drugs, question mark. That's a really big field that I had involvement in during my last year of pharmacy school and my intern year. Called intern year, rotation year. I've experienced I've experience in immunotherapy, oncology, a little bit of delivery infusion. What else? on the back end, development of oncology evidence platforms for insurance. Tifa employment, yes! Thank you, Nikki. And so yeah, so I have a little bit of experience there, and I want to get a little bit further into that field. It's rapidly growing, and it is nice to like sit in those calls and see what the different phases of trials, what the evidence is, maybe like critique the methods a little bit, like why did you choose to use this endpoint instead of this endpoint, those kinds of things. Data, research, woo! But yeah, that goes into the drug development section as well. So specialty drugs, rapid development. Inpatient, question mark. I did like my hospital rotations, have some ICU experience, have some general hospital and hospital admin experience on the pharmacy side, not on like the hospital, but like at least on the pharmacy management. So I did enjoy that. Every rotation that I had, I felt like I did truly feel like yeah, I could definitely see myself working here. So yeah, we'll see. As for my health, the main reason why I took a gap year was mental and physical health. My health did decline in early 2025, and it was really difficult for me to get care. And high-key, low-key, I had a bad patient experience where I was the patient that made me kind of lose a little bit of trust in healthcare, as I felt like my concerns were not heard, and the PA that was treating me dismissed my patient history. I'll just say that. So that really pissed me off, and I had to drive across the state to find different coverage and a different provider, and that kind of like all of that caused like kind of like a decline in my performance as a student, which to put it nicely, I did not feel good about myself, because I felt like the attitude of the people working around me changed a little bit, because I had more brain fog because I was fevering every day. I had to sleep a lot, so I had very limited work time outside of my shifts, and I needed that work time to work on presentations and projects that I needed on my CV. But because I just needed so much sleep because I was fevering all the time and using up so much energy, I had to spend time during my work shift working on those projects instead of actually working on patient cases, which I really, really needed that experience in. So all of that got, that kind of weighed me down. And even my professors back at school were reaching out to me. I was like, hey, do you think you maybe need to delay your graduation, or maybe stop this rotation, rest and recover, and then do another rotation maybe just in the summer, and then you can finish out then. And I was like, no, I cannot afford that, another semester of tuition. I'm just gonna finish this out now, and I can figure this out after. So yeah, I took my license exam for the state, for pharmacists. Every state requires a license, and you need a national license as well. So my state license, I passed that in June, but I did not pass my, I waited on my national license. I think I said that wrong. My state exam. Every state needs an exam. Not every state needs an exam. See, I'm already tripping up. Okay, some states need an exam. My state needs an exam. Texas, yes. And for all states, you need to pass a national exam. There we go. That's what I needed to say. So yeah. So I did both. Got my license, started working. I had to go back to recover myself mentally and prepare for those interviews. I had to go back and look at some of the career plans I made while I was in school. Some of those, like, we did like some like personality tests and like what kind of like pharmacy or healthcare field specifically, like hospital, community, clinic, delivery, managed care, like long-term care, like all those different settings. What kind of setting can you see yourself working in? And so I looked through that all again, and I think that really helped me in regaining my confidence and like, what are my actual strengths? I'm very like relearning and affirming to myself that I'm very deliberate. I have a lot of attention to detail, but also I focus on individualism, that with both patients and people I talk to, I can recognize their strengths, and I want to help them realize and play to their strengths. So yeah, that helps also in the teaching side, with counseling patients or counseling like the public health, which is where those videos came in, and helping students find like a network and realize their own career plans. So those are some of like my strengths and how I applied them. And as well as myself, I enjoy learning just in general. I took a break from my studies from my license exam, but when I returned to it, I felt, yeah, studying is really stressful. It hurts when you're in a book like 8 hours a day and like drilling questions over and over again until you understand it. But I still enjoyed it. I like learning things that I can apply and teach others. And I want to be in a field where I can continue to learn, whether it be specialty drugs, new drugs coming out, which means new mechanisms to teach and learn, counseling patients, teaching new techs in a team, all of that. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see in these next 5 years what field or fields I can go into. I think where I'm working right now, I think I'm going to be able to be a part of that growth in the healthcare industry as a whole. And yeah, I think this will be a good next step for me. So that's all about the employment. Sorry for people that I'm like boring because they're here to talk about like music and all that. But that's it about the employment side. Yeah, now onto the music. I do have an update on my card. Hello, Ali. Good evening to you. Giving some updates about where I've been. So welcome back. Welcome back to you and welcome back to me. I updated my card. I have a new like little panel here that like scrolls across different where I've appeared on different channels. No, it's pretty interesting. My sister's in med school right now, so it's cool to hear. Yes, good luck to your sister. Med school, pharmacy school, nursing school is really difficult because we have to cram in lots of new information. As the years go on, the amount of information you need to learn, the amount of diseases you need to learn increases. So the cost increases. But also you have to do like rotations and internships at the same time to get that that work experience, so that once you graduate, you're ready to start interviewing for a job position or a residency or fellowship or further education. It's very difficult, but and not gonna lie, you might like lose contact with your family and friends for a bit, but I said, is it? I hope it's worth it. But it is a very stressful time, and a lot of things you don't get to hear about because healthcare workers are so busy in their schooling and in their practice. Yeah. It was a long time I just joined. What'd you say? I was talking about my work, my pharmacy work, and now we're gonna talk about music work. Yeah, I haven't heard from her in a while, outside of occasional cat pics. She's busy 24/7 but loves it. Yep. Yep. Hopefully the work-life balance improves after med school. Wishing her all the best. Yeah. Hi Tifa, I carry you. Hello Prophet. Hello. I'm only 26 minutes in the streaming. I think this is the most I've yapped about anything ever. And I'm only on slide 11 out of 42. That's great. Okay, pharmacy is done. Okay, music side now. I updated my card. Let me post that in the YouTube and the other chat as well. My card is updated. My about section is the one where I show all my recent works. Excuse me. I'm a licensed PharmD. I have features on other channels. I also listed that in my recent work and features. Not everything, but some of the work that I was featured on. So when I'm on different channels, mostly. I think that's mostly what I put down. I don't put down stuff that I did as like single songs. Like for myself or other people. But if it's part of like an event, then I'll post that here. Or like a stream. Yeah. And we will go through most of these points from this year in a bit. But yeah, just reviewing, like, I put down some stuff from November that I did on Chris Alia's and Ada's channels. I was in a chorus battle, which I mentioned, and we placed third overall and third in mixed category, which was where I was in the mixed team. Doing timing and tuning for that. Concert, feature stream, and concert. Yeah, lots of concerts. Did I go check that out? Oh my god! I didn't want that to autoplay, but hi. That was really loud. Okay, so yeah, some shorts that I released on my social media. Here's the one that will release on Friday. There's no volume slide. Okay, I'll just have to suffer. Oh. Scuff. I think this came out. Did this song come out last week? 2 weeks ago? So the song came out 2 weeks ago. The music video came out 1 week ago. Okay. Song came what? Okay, no, that's just YouTube. Okay. Released on June 17th. So that's exactly 2 weeks ago. The music video released on June 20th. Okay. So a few days apart. That short will be coming out on Friday. A more refined, finished version, because I just recorded the harmony. So I just recorded the harmony guides for it, and I need to re-record and do doubles. So you can hear it come in. Oh my gosh, the layers. The layers. So much. Then short I released just this past Saturday was Isn't She Lovely from the Amazing Digital Circus episode 9. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? This one's quieter. Less than 1 minute old. I never thought through love we'd be making one as lovely as she. But isn't she lovely, made from love? So, there we are. I didn't get as many views as I usually do because I haven't posted in a while, so YouTube didn't push it to the algorithm as much. I understand. Did like okay on TikTok, about the same, but actually Instagram really liked that one. I didn't like go viral, but I got 1.3k views, which is about what I usually get on YouTube per video. But on Instagram, I haven't been doing so hot. I think it did pretty well this time. So growth. Thank you for the like and comments. So Garam has commented on like every one of my short and long covers. So thank you so much for that. For this one, if you can tell, from my last shorts and up to this one, I've been like improving my mixing skills and like putting myself through the gauntlet of mixing practice. So I think I'm settling into like a new workflow and a new style that I think I like now. I do have to wrestle with my mic a little bit, and it does look like I took a big chomp out of the EQ compared to like how most other tutorials go, but I don't know, it works for me, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I didn't have it say yes, my Instagram is at Tifamin on Instagram. So yeah, I post my shorts Fridays on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And I might post it a little bit earlier on Twitter and Blue Sky. Ugh. Okay, ad is coming soon, but let me go to the next slide. Okay, last month I talked about things that were going to happen. So this is a slide I copied over from last month. On May 31st, I was going to be on Ada Lear's channel for Your Sound Matters Too, which is a mental health month charity concert for the month of May. And I had vocal and timing roles. And then in June, I was working on Our Sif, which is a Love Live music tour where I mixed and mastered for Nikki's channel. Gotta get a shout out for Nikki. Mods, which is me. RSF, yay! Okay, ads are coming soon, so I'll just give a little bit of yappies about Your Sound Matters Too. So the charity concert that we had, please don't autoplay, please. Okay. So Your Sound Matters Too was a mental health charity concert. The second one by Ada Lira. This is supporting Camino mental health. Your mix is magic, by the way. Damn, thank you. I think this is the... Here we are. So the site was Camino Wellbeing, and it was a Canadian charity supporting mental health and well-being. So we raised over $4,000? Over $4,000? Let me actually go find it on Twitter while we're here. The hashtag is YSM2. Please search. Twitter search has been like horrible these past few weeks. See how much was actually raised. I love the concept of mental health charity with music. Yes. $4,561.21 were Canadian dollars were donated to Camino Wellbeing and Mental Health, Canadian nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting individuals, families, and communities as they work to improve their mental health and well-being. They have support programs and counseling services, people of all ages and backgrounds. But yeah. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so that's why Ada wanted to have the concert at the end of the month. Thank you for the lurk, Garum. But sorry, I had to reply to a DM. So yeah, thank you to everyone who participated and donated into that. For the 3 songs that I was in, I was lead vocal in We Are by One OK Rock. I also did timing on Universe. And I did a harm vocal and Attract Light. This one was actually a mistake. So Ada meant to ask someone else to do the harmony vocal. It was Stelina Maris to do the harmony vocal, but she mentioned me 3 times and she didn't mention Stelina's name. I didn't scroll up and I just saw the mention at me, so I was like, okay, I'll record it really quickly. Who's this grass green hair? Oh. Hi, Zulfur. Welcome in. I'm talking about everything I've been doing these past 2 months. It is a lot. Every day has been something, honestly. So yeah, I did this. I recorded everything. Not the bot saying, hello, my name is Tifamin, yes. Hello, I am grass green hair. The bot's stealing your identity. That's me. That's my alt account, my Tifamin bot. It's still my login, so it's still me. At least you didn't say watermelon. I'm dreading the day someone is gonna call me like a watermelon VTuber. I think I might have to change my. I think I might need to change a little bit of my design to make it less watermelon looking. Keep that one for next time. Don't. I'm allergic to watermelons. Did you know? Fun fact. I'm allergic to like the like gourd and melon fruits like cucumber, less zucchini, but yeah, cucumber, cantaloupe, honeydew, watermelon. I ate too much watermelon yesterday and my throat started swelling up and my mouth started itching. No, not cucumber. I still eat it. Just in moderate amounts. Get the bitter gourd away from me. Oh my gosh. Bitter melon. I hate to say it, but I saw some Sailor Moon stuff recently, and you do look a bit like Sailor Pluto. That's actually the inspiration I wanted. Thank you. You noticed it, Prophet. Thank you. Sailor Pluto. Yeah, my early design concept inspiration was Sailor Pluto. Yes. But yeah, that is fine. That is okay. Zulfur, I never had bitter melon. You have been spared. Bitter melon is a health food. in mostly eaten in Asia and Africa. It tastes horrid. It's really gross, but some people like it, question mark. I guess it's an acquired taste thing, but the main way I had it was with cold noodles and just the liquid from the bitter melon with the cold noodles. I was like, ugh, 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 ugh. Oh, my background music is off. Hi, Bonnie. So Sailor Pluto looks like melon. I guess. Also, don't change. Haha, don't change. You're so sexy. Also, because we're twinning. Yay, green hair. Nikki also has green hair. Roku Nana. Oh my god. On Saiken's channel last night, he was saying so much 6'7". I'm like, oh my god. That's why people think he's so young. He thinks he's so young, but he's like 5 years older than me. But every time the 6'7" comes up, he's like, 6'7". I'm like, oh my god, this guy. It's like POV, you're in the hospital, your doctor comes in and says your heart rate is 67, then he does 6'7", like what? With noodles? That sounds yuck. Yeah. It's supposed to be refreshing because it's cold noodles and cold melon, but it's bitter. I don't like it. Rokudana, everyone. Green hair, red eyes, red image color. We're the same for real. I don't know. I kind of like go between like red and green for my image color. I think I'll have to narrow it down. My coworker lives 6'7" and he's 4 years older than me. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, Zolbert. I don't know. And yeah, we'll go. But yeah, it was supposed to be Selena Maris on the harmony for this one. But all I saw was I was added in Discord and my name was mentioned, specifically written out as Tifa Min. So I was like, okay, I'll record. And then I recorded, I submitted, and then I was like, oh wait, I meant someone else. But I mean, we'll use the harmony. So I was like, okay, sure, that's fine. Since we're talking about it, I'll just play a little bit. I should have played it in the background. My bad. As I was yapping about 6'7". Yeah, with Ada, she mentioned specifically in all of the covers, she has people, she kind of grouped people by blend. Ada is an experienced Yotaite. So she did very well in planning the group covers together and scripting. Green hair! I did high harmonies on this. Another melon, no! All the groups were so well together, yes! Oh my god, Stella, your duet section with Nathan, Chef's Kiss. We will play that. You can kind of hear my timbre in the like high harm part. So I'll skip a little bit. It's like right here. Or maybe. Oh, we actually. Oh my god, wait, you can hear my voice. Ah! Yeah, I did the little ooze there and the I think this one is the section that everyone was posting about on Twitter.
一列でスタートを切ったあの日の僕らはもういない君の行く場所に僕の行く場所にそれぞれは必要ないからいくつもの挫折を越えていくつもの冬を越えて花が開くように
Aries also did harmonies as well.
眩しくて仕方ないんだその光の正体はやめてしまいたい
Yay! There's everyone. Yay! Okay. So since we're talking about We Are, I'll play We Are. When I saw what part you had for We Are, I was so hyped. It was meant for you. Oh, thank you! At the opening, literal chills. Thank you, thank you. I can increase the volume a little bit. There's me. Yay! There's Stella. Mods, shout out Stella Foss, aka me. Nightbot.
They think that we're no one, we're nothing, not sorry. They push us, it's too late.
Sorry, my background music was on.
Not going back. They think we are made up of all of our failures.
They think we are foolish, and that's how the story goes.
They stand for nothing. They're reckless and cold. Anything they say will never break their hearts of gold.
Psycho is my IRL-y, but we haven't collabed on a song yet before. Oops. So this was technically our first collab. Great blend. Yay!
Now covered in madness, but they just can't hurt us. They tell us we're nothing, keep walking and let it go.
They are the weakest, and don't
Green, hee green.
anything they say will never break their hearts of gold.
Dang! Lift! I think Nathan said in the chat, he was like, I had to sing my Ussy because very strong. I think I actually almost peaked at one point, so I was like, careful y'all with the mixing.
Tell yourself
And I was like, oh, please let me know if I need to re-record.
Stand up tall and say,
Yeah!
I'm not afraid. Never tell yourself you should be someone else. Stand up tall and say, I'm not afraid. We're standing on the edge, so young and hopeless. Got demons in your head. We are. No ground beneath your feet. Not here to hold you. 'Cause we are. The colors in the dark.
Yay! Everyone did so well. And as well, when I was timing Universe, I was like, wait, Some of these people sound like their timbre is like so close. They would blend so well together. I actually like had trouble at some parts. I was like, wait, which part is this? Which person is this? Great blend. Play the end because it's the finale. Yay! So yeah, I did timing on that one. Thank you again, Ada, for having all of us on here. Very fun, very fun. All of this is also posted on my card. I have them all linked with the individual videos, and then I have the stream also linked in the first section of my up here. Yeah, this is the stream link, and then this is the individual song links. Gotta skip these two loads. Oh my gosh. Canva. Oh. Okay, and then we have the song I worked on mixed master on with Nikki. I mixed the vocals in Dropout, the Saint Snow song. Also, this was oh yeah, should I play the VA intro? I'll play the VA intro. Hi. Oh, let me get the oh, my VTuber. Hi. Oh, did I lock my VTuber? Okay, I locked it just in case. Just in case. Just in case. Oh, okay, I'll play the beginning too. I did not work on the VA sound design, but I saw this, I was like, oh, there's a collab happening.
You're up in 3. Understood. I'll be right over.
Saint Snow, my beloved, I'll have to go check out this cover after stream. Yes, please do. This was released yesterday? Day before?
Solid performance.
Saint
But
Snow
it's not
supremacy,
nearly
yes!
Excuse me?
Your form was sloppy. High notes pitching.
Little jingle.
Too cocky for your own good. Do be careful. It's a harbinger of the pride before the fall.
The panning
Our school
of
idol
the voice.
festival. Love Live. Being a school idol is not a game. You do well to remember that.
Woo! It's me! Yeah, great layering at the beginning. Very Utaite chorus thing to do. The Tagalog trans lyrics. May I have permission to drop a link to the collab playlist? Yes. I think we can post links in here. But yeah, please go ahead. If it blocks it, I'll just repost it. The English trans lyrics too. Ah, dang. It did block it. Dang. Can you just DM it to me and then I can send it? That's the beefing. But yeah, there's lore. There's lore to the rivalry. It's so hard here, I fear. Thank you, thank you! Getting the right amount of on the filter was a little bit difficult for me. Yeah, so thank you for the help on getting that balanced out.
Breaking news, live from the Tokyo Dome. Rising star and school idol
This is like so... the language flex. Ooh, Nikki's a polyglot. Sorry if I'm a little hard to hear. Like, attention, come on! Oh my god! I know it's supposed to be very dramatic. I was like, oh my god. And the extra ad-libs. Woohoo! Yay! Repeat from the intro. And then the added one. Yay! The addition of the extra high harmony at the end. Yay! Yeah, great job, everyone. Yay! You can tell which languages I'm more proficient in by the length of the voice acting per language. Ooh! Atsu, atsu. Thank you for having me on for this project. Yay! Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. It's like, we'll be working together on more stuff. Yeah, look forward for that. Look forward to that. My words are getting jumbled. So that's enough about the ads. Let me go follow back people on the VGen. Oh wait, yeah. That's the at right there on VGen. Many samples of different stuff. You can go check it out in our portfolio. From VTubers and other works. Yep. Okay, ads are over? Ads are over. Okay. Conventions. So, at the end of May, this was like right before the Your Sound Matters 2 concert. I had to record a bunch of stuff early because I knew I'd be going here. So at MomoCon, I attended my first meet and greet. My last convention was Anime Expo 2022. So like right I'd say like the tail end of COVID, before they expanded their space. So this was like extremely, extremely packed. People were posting like the oxygen levels like being low, the temperature like being really high. Oh my God, it was hard to breathe in there. Plus people masking. Because of like the new strains. It was just a lot. It was a lot. So I was just an attendee at AIX 2022. The last time I performed or was staff at a convention was in 2020, which was the beginning of COVID. Actually, February 2020. Wow, isn't that crazy? It was... Yeah, it was crazy. So much has changed since then. A lot more, I'd say, like, I don't know if MomoCon specifically, there was like a whole arcade area, like hundreds of square feet of game cabinets. They had like their own arcade space. They also had like multiple tournament stages, all in the same area. It was huge, and I've never seen that wide of like a gaming area at any convention. Like usually it's just like one room or one hall, but this one was like multiple gaming platforms across like a triple decker hall. It was crazy. It was wild. Like rhythm games, claw machine games, niche JP games, like your usual arcade games like foosball, hockey, air hockey, fighting games. Console games, PC games, and all in between that, the VTuber area was there as well, since we were screen focused. I got to talk with a lot of new people and network with some people there. Didn't network or see performances as much as I could, which I'm like, I was on my knees at one point. I miss Jason Charles Miller's performance, and he got on the stage and he let other musicians go up on the stage and play their instruments for him, and he would sing along. I'm like, oh, I miss that. That could have been me. That could have been us. Anyways, so I'm a little hurt that I didn't get to see that, but that's fine. There was other stuff going on. Hopefully I can go again because that seemed really fun. There was like a karaoke area. That might have been when he performed. He performed in the karaoke area, I think. I don't know, unless it was their own stage. So there was a concert stage and a karaoke stage and a free dance stage. Like there was like everything at MomoCon. Wow. Super helpful, super supportive staff. The security. I don't know. I mentioned it in my statement that I don't know what the convention staff, like who they were, what their uniforms were, what their badges were supposed to look like. So I didn't know that. But the security, at least, I could clearly tell they were standing at the entrances. They were very welcoming. Well, if they had to hold people back, they weren't mean. They were like, just like, wait here if you need to contact someone. Like, very nice. I got to meet Chris Solia in person. This one was a incidental one because I haven't been checking Twitter much. I was like, oh my God, that's Chris on the big screen. So I got to see a meet and greet there. That was very fun. Got to see Starlight and Wonder on the big screen as well at the stage. They talked about both of their musical journeys in VTubing. Very fun, very informative as well. I took notes. I told them I took notes. I will say though, the screen was really, really bright, and my eyes are sensitive to light, So I had to like look away sometimes. Also, both me and my partner were running very low on sleep, which I will talk about why we were running low on sleep. So I'm sorry if we seemed like a little bit tired through the camera, or if we weren't looking at the stage during the camera. The blue light was so strong, not because of the presentation, but because of the actual projector. Yeah. Because I noticed it for other performances as well. I was like, wow, that's so bright. It like kind of my eyes are kind of like actually hurting, like in physical pain. But that's just me. When I drive at night as well, like the headlights, especially the bright ones, oh my god, it gives me a headache. It just sucks. That's possibly maybe a vitamin deficiency, maybe like some sort of like I think CBV also has photosensitivity, like a CBV infection. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. But that's just a health thing that's on me. I went to round 1 a few times. I got to meet Sino Square. Gave me his business card. I won this in front of him. He was like, okay, the story was for this claw machine, he was like talking about like, oh, I've been practicing like the optimal number of like turns or sound effects, so you can time the rhythm or time the music or time the turns or clicks to the claw machine in terms of like how far you have to like go right then up or right then like depth into the claw machine so you can get it every time. But he was talking about how he's trying like, oh, so many times I can't get this one, but I'm still practicing. And then I told my partner, I was like, hey, can you just swipe this one for me? I want to just try it. And he's like, okay, sure. So he swipes it while Sino is talking about this like, I'll practice. And I do it on the first try. I got on the first try. Everyone was so shook. I was shook too. I did not expect that. So, flexing, it was an accident. There were no more lucky wins after that. I will say that. Anyways, Miku is green, so it says citrus. It's like a lime Miku like sitting figure. It's in front of me right now. So that was fun. Yeah. So that was MomoCon. Dokumi, I was helping as a remote meet and greet staff at Ravy Rain's booth. This is like the setup. Fun fact about this, I was helping with the setup for Baji's setup at 3 a.m. my time. I was so tired. I woke up early, and then after Baji was set up, I was like, yeah, I gotta go to sleep. Slender, could you handle this, please? Slender also helped for staffing. And he's in EU time zone, so he was able to help with that. So yeah, Dokumi was in Germany. I heard it was really, really hot as well, and it's gotten even hotter, in the hundreds in the Fahrenheit range, and lots of people don't have central AC in Europe. I heard things have been melting and fridges have been breaking, so praying for everyone out there in Europe. Goddamn. With Ravy, I met her actually through a meet and greet at MomoCon. This was also my first time as a remote staff, so I had to learn from others. Time zone differences, yeah. It was really early for me. Woo. But getting to moderate and see all the communities that met up with the VTuber talents, that was pretty cool. People were bringing over like merch. I was like, oh, I bought your merch from like this other person's booth. Or like, oh, I got your like your sweater or your pillow design. I was like, whoa, these people are like, they've had a lot of cool merch. Pretty big. Some people spoke like other languages. I didn't get to listen. But I was mostly there to like help with like, hey, when people the camera had like some issues with like freezing up, so I would go in sometimes if the camera froze. I'll be like, hey, go into the headset mic. I'll be like, hey, can you like just wave your hand in front of the camera to like unfreeze it? Those kinds of things. And then make sure the vertical setup match the TV. That's all. Yeah, Ravi, great person. Very lovely to work with. I think she actually is participating in a concert today, if it didn't already happen. So please go check out Ravi's channel. I think it's actually the concert isn't on another person's channel. Sorry, I was speaking a little bit fast. Let me find that. Let's see. So Ravi's is at Ravi Rain on Twitter, but her actual Twitch is Ravi. Yes. Yeah, please go check out Ravi, a cat dragon VTuber. That was a great experience as well. Okay. Here's the part that some people were concerned about / asking about. So most of this went down on Twitter or X. Videos have already come out covering the situation. Of course, not the full story. I know a little bit more than what was covered from the public statements, but I will not share anything that will jeopardize others. I want to speak only on my experience. Here's my little disclaimer. So yeah, I was never under an NDA contract, but whenever I was talking about things in like January, February, I was like, oh, there's some stuff I can't say on my streams. So it wasn't a contract, but I just called it like an NDA because there was stuff I wanted to keep like private to the company and private to the staff or talents that I was working with. Yeah, so I had no contract. So I'm free to speak about anything because I have no contract, but I will withhold some information so that I can speak solely about my experience at Luminara without jeopardizing others. For people who don't know about the situation, I recommend in your own time to review each person's statement and reach your own general conclusion. Please refrain from reaching out to others for more information. Many just want to move on and be over with this. I haven't gotten a chance to speak about it fully. I'll try to speak about it as fully as I can. But yeah, since all the other busy stuff has been going on, I haven't streamed and I haven't been able to talk about it. Sorry, that's why I'm late. Static Tokyo released a video where he verbalizes a lot of the statements. Yeah, go check out his video too. He says some things that he does not have the full information of, which is fine because he knows the story mostly through statements and from Star Habit, but that's what I'm here today to clarify on if there were any questions from his video. Let me see. I have a tweet thread to copy paste. So that's all the statements there. Bookmark, keep it in your own read it in your own time. My statement is also there. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So yeah, we'll start from the beginning. October 6th, I auditioned for Luminara Legacy. I was trying to find out information about what the company was and found on their website that they were event production focused. So I was like, why? In my mind, I was like questioning, like, why do they want VTubers specifically? And it looked like they wanted VTubers to be like regular participants in their tournaments or to be hosts for events like concerts. So during my audition, I focused on like concert and event production and also my experience as a streamer. So both of those. Being open to trying new games was like a big thing that I did too, because it looked like they had tournaments for like first person shooters, like SMPs, that kind of thing. So yeah. Here's my audition. So hook. I'll go here. This was my hook, which I have used to like get the attention of the recruitment team. Yeah. Hi, I'm Tifa Min. I'm a Dialogue singer and yotaite, also known as a YouTube cover singer. After 4 years of posting covers and one original song, I started VTubing as a way to put a face to the voice. That's and my also song. Interact with more people that make and listen to music. Here are some of my covers and comments from wonderful people. And let's sing examples. Oh my, my mouse is freaking out. Pretty positive that's my song, but whatever makes you sleep at night. Hello, Echo. Good evening. Outside of singing, I provide a fairly calm space in my co-working streams with a cafe theme. Then watashi dake yure by Sikhack, and I posted it for the singer Kikuri's birthday. So yeah, go check it out. Examples of my streams. Like my singing voice. People say my talking voice is calm and low, so my crash outs are kind of quiet, I guess. The one from Loyo is very good. Thank you. It hurts. I'm fairly new to gaming, so I hope I can give people a sense of nostalgia when I try classic games. Right now, I'm into streaming Minecraft. Oh yeah, this was back in October, so the and I'm also
hardcore
open to trying new games
series.
and collabing with others. This guy I just like want to watch on this area. I punched this guy out the map. Whee! That poor guy. I think that entire game they always like got punched out like way at the beginning. I felt so bad. I didn't mean for that to happen. Sorry. People say Kikuri's birthdays and achievements. Sorry, I won't press anything anymore.
No, stop.
No. It's okay. I'm not watching. Why'd you do that?
You're watching. What the fuck?
I'm not watching, I swear. Just move it left. Okay, yeah, good.
That's sad. And Beanie. I got 100 followers on my new TikTok account in under 2 weeks, and this is my most liked tweet. Okay, this is now not my most liked tweet. My most liked tweet is my statement on Luminara and Kamana, but this was my application to Luminara Legacy. Speaking of Legacy, I've been following Tori Ocho before she joined Luminara, and I admire her dedication to bringing more concerts to anime conventions. I also performed at conventions pre-COVID, live with the
I'm hiding some
logistics like the setup chart
information
and equipment
or pictures of IRL people.
Leader. I'd love to help work with Corey and other event staff
They also
through
play
Luminara to help bring more music collaboration events into the VTubing space. From Luminara, I hope to gain more connections in music.
Actually,
and VTubing.
more on that
I love my
later.
current model. I hope to be able to get funds through Luminara so that I can have more unique branding and obtain sponsorships. Thank you for reviewing my application as well as the hundreds of others. That's my original song with the Konaru and Conan. But yeah, that was my audition to Luminara Legacy. A VTuber production agency that was trying to turn agency that ended up, oh, I'll tell y'all about that now. Yeah, about the Fortnite. About the Fortnite, keep that in mind. Keep the Fortnite in mind. So I sent in my audition on October 6th. No response, but they did watch it. I noticed the views going up. And I only shared the link with them. And I did not watch it myself. So I knew they definitely watched it. And I recorded my video right before Corey had to go on break. Which is very tragic. And I mentioned that in my application. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry that Corey has to go on break right now. I'm sorry. I recorded this before everything happened, so I'm sorry if that affects my application. On November 17th, 2025, Cam tweeted about like, oh, is anyone interested in doing like a 3D VTuber concert? I responded on December 20. I responded at that time. I was like, hey, I moderated for this like Masked Singer competition. Like, I could help with some like sort of like concert? No response. Suddenly on December 26th, he responded. He's like, hey, can I add you on Discord? And I was like, sure. Sure, fine. I don't know what that means, but okay. I won't give too much context into other people's statements. But this was a common tactic that Cam used to get people to like find more people to be his to put it lightly, to be his victims. So he would say one thing, he's like, oh, I want you to do this. And then when you actually get to the event or you get to the thing you need to do, he's like, actually, rule change. Can you do this instead? Or can you do this and then also this? Or can you do this and like 3 other things? And just like keeps on adding on like extra delegation. More on that soon. So actually, he was like, hey, Tifa, I saw your audition. What is that? Is that an onion? Is that a moon? I don't know what emoji that is. Moonion. A very disappointed face. Oh. A tired face. Oh, I can't see it at all. Dang. Yeah. So, yeah. So actually, he was like, oh, I saw your audition. I want to actually interview you for a talent position. I was like, huh? I thought you wanted a concert. I thought it was 3D. So going into this first interview, I thought we were talking about like 3D model. We were talking about like 3D concerts. But then when he interviewed me, he was like, actually, I saw your audition. I think you'd be a good singer. Let me pull up my notes. I took meeting notes. Smiles. I took meeting notes on every meeting. Because I have experience as a secretary for student organizations. Note-taking is important. Documentation is important. Yeah, no worries if you have to BRB. The VOD will stay up. Let me pull that up right now. One 6. Meeting notes. My first impression of Cam. Goddamn, this guy can talk. He was very casual in his speaking. That's what I first noticed. Actually, the first thing he said to me, he was like laughing, he was joking. I was like, hey, I was like, oh my gosh, I saw this stream reel. This guy sounds just like Ricky. I was in his chat. I was like, oh my god, I'm sending this this other guy to Ricky. Blah blah. I was like, I don't know who Ricky is, but I knew he was one of Cam's talents, and I knew that Ricky said that he would be on the application or recruitment panel. I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, yeah. I don't know. I felt like I was being tested to like be able to speak casually with him, but I blanked out. I was like, oh yeah, sure. But I think he was trying to get me to laugh. I love to stay for tea, but wow, I'm asleep. Thank you so much for fun stream for when I suddenly woke up in the middle of the night. All good, Nikki. No worries. Thank you for joining when we showed your song on stream. Yay! Thank you for working with me again. I'll keep the VOD up for later. Sips tea. Okay. This was a DM voice call, by the way. Okay. Thank you to ad break will start soon. But I'll only speak on, don't worry, VOD will be up. I talked about myself, my music skills, interests or goals as a creator. My note says here, Cam talks about how an artist reached out to him to provide free models for portfolio purposes. That was Alex. And Alex and I had a public conversation on Twitter where Alex said they were promised to be paid for their models. It was not going to be free. So keep that point in mind for later. Back to this first interview. Cam was talking about he's maybe interested in moving Luminara towards being a traditional VTuber agency. The example Static Tokyo gave was like Hololive, where they have concert and stuff. He wanted me for like a music focus wave. He enjoyed my content, but he did compare my numbers to his company and staff's numbers. He was worried about investors, and if me as a small creator would provide substantial publicity in return for the artist / the investors. I don't know what impression y'all have about the word investor, but investor usually, to me, investor means someone that is not directly involved with the company, but they are just investing in it. Turns out some of these investors were involved with the company, like as staff as well. And so I found this out later and I was like, why are investors also staff? Something is not right here. But that was near the end of my time at Luminara. So coming in, knowing this, I thought he had investors that were not involved with the company. So I thought they were separate business people. People who knew what do I say? What you would think of a usual investor, like suit and tie, meeting at a private like business table, like far removed from the company operations, kind of deal. That was not the case. Okay, so he was talking about how in my audition take, he automatically disqualified everyone that was using a pre-made model. So I used the Suica model because they didn't have the funds to provide a model. But I was one of 3 people that didn't get through to the next stage, but I made an impression that multiple people remembered my name. I have a bunch of question marks here because I noted to myself, I can't remember if this was a separate point or in relation to this. He did mention that I had the potential to take this seriously as a career instead of a hobby. Appealing to my professionalism there. Okay, sure. One wave already debuted. So this one's in December. So this was the Unova wave that already debuted. But there is going to be a second wave. One of the people, Huh? Okay, so I was confused on this point first because he was talking really fast. He mentions, oh, we also have a talent that's also a V singer but has toured professionally before. Like conventions and stuff. So I was like, okay, sure. Wait, I think I actually asked Slender about this. Where did I ask about this? Okay, Slender confirms it was Pengi, the one who had toured before. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Okay. So he was hinting at me that he already had people that would had experience. So he was like bringing on the pressure that I also had to have that experience, which I did. In my audition video, I said that I'm that I have staffed and performed at concerts, at conventions. Sure. The artist, Alex, wants to make 2 models. So Cam was thinking me and the other singer would get these models. Again, disclaimer, all of this was Cam telling me this, not Alex. All of this was through Cam. He asked me about my goals with Luminara. Even if I couldn't get the model from them. I said I was already redesigning. And I would just like wait to get the funds myself to get my own model and rig done. That's it. So what was actually happening at this time is that there were some staff changes happening at the time, so I didn't get to see a lot of people, and this was after Offkai or whatever, so I didn't get any name drops of like large VTubers or anything that other people were claiming, but that's also because I was new to the space, so I feel like he wouldn't know. But also I was mentioning names, and he'd be like, oh yeah, I know them. That was on me. I was like, oh, I saw you're with like V Stella. Oh, I saw you're with your talents interact a lot with like Socks and Mythos. Oh fuck. Sorry, what's going on? I was a staff of an agency, and I was supposed to be a talent of an agency, so I'm talking about my experience there. So yes. Most of it happened on Twitter, so that's why I'm discussing it now and clearing up any other things. This was still the first interview, by the way. Cam talked about, oh, all the other creators have a substantial following. I think he's talking about his talents. He asked me like, oh, what can you do for the company? Like basic information about like an interview. Mentions they trialed multiple V singers already. They all fell through. Contract is 1 year long. I confirmed. I was like, hey, can we have a trial period? Corey Ojo, when she left Luminara, she was talking about, I listened to her stream, and she mentioned, please, if you're gonna interview with anyone, ask for a trial period, ask for like things to be in writing. And I was like, yep, I'll ask about that. She didn't speak to me directly because she didn't know anything about me joining the company at the time, but it was a very well-timed stream that I got to listen into and prepare myself for. At the end of the interview, if Echo's back, he's not back yet, or maybe he is back. He asked me if I played Fortnite. At the end, I was like, no, I can try though. Apparently, it's his favorite pastime. Corey also mentioned in her stream that this guy plays a lot of Fortnite. As one should ask, no. But I took it as a like, sure. This is like, maybe this is his like, what do you call it? Your 5 p.m. happy hour. Maybe that's like a thing he just does. Sure, I don't know, I'll try. Okay. So it's like, yeah, I like this. He said, I like that you're serious. I'm willing to pivot content and I'm open to constructive feedback. I brought on the pressure to him too. That's like, I will consider this as a job. I have experience in healthcare. And I want to bring that professionalism into the company. I think he forgot about that. I think he forgot. Due to other events that happen. Fortnite is fun, but that's absolutely hilarious that it'd be part of a formal interview. Oh. Ooh. Okay, so he asked some follow-up questions and we had a second meeting. On the 11th. His previous meeting was running late. So I had to stay in chat. I was like, hey, is it okay if I can join? Because some other people are in this chat right now. I don't want to be privy to any information that I'm not supposed to know. And they're like, yeah, sure, you can join in. Pretty short. He was sharing his music during that meeting. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it was like, he was like, oh, I want you to record some songs with me. I was like, oh, okay, sure, if you want to produce stuff. I mean, I guess, yeah, it was like a way to like get some more income for as like a production group, but like questions about like label, independent, revenue share, royalties, like when he started talking about original music, those were the things that came up in my head. I was like, does he have experience with this? I haven't heard any like originals from him before when I did my background check on him. I was like, okay, well, I mean, if you want to go there, sure. You can already see like he's like pivoting to different things now. So I joined the staff server. He was like, yeah, I have the okay to start working on my redesign now. I was like, okay. He wanted my model or my design to be more marketable, question mark. So I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm fine with having multiple outfits. That's totally okay with me. I talked about management. Oh wait, actually no, these were questions that I had that I did not discuss. Oh yeah, talked about equipment, send the specs. Yeah, whatever. And this is when he talked about, oh, the artist, Alex. Yeah, they agreed to do the model for free, but I want to add up the expected price and I want you to provide service that's equal in requirements, like a service trade or a trade? Service trade. So he was thinking of like percentage income cut. So 20% revenue share for me on music releases / other work. The rest would go to the company. I don't think I made a note on that, if that was 20% for me or 20% for the company. I don't know. And then he said, oh, actually, I want it as a 2-year contract. Or if you hit all the criteria or milestones to to add up to the total cost of the model, the value of the model, then you can leave after that. I was like, sure, I'll wait to get that contract in writing. He's like, sure, okay, that was it. So that was January 11th. Oh yeah, I started my redesign with Alex and joined the staff server. We started talking immediately about a redesign. And then Cam, we were like, oh, this. And Cam was like, actually, can we try a different design? I was like, oh, okay, sure. But he had some trouble with providing references. I was like, huh, that's a little bit weird. I was like, I thought he had experience in content management and talent management, so... As a creator yourself, like, for music, and, like, experience with VTubing as a visual art space, like, isn't it normal to be able to provide references for your strategy? That's odd. So yeah, he brought in someone else to communicate with us on the design he wanted. Nothing happened after that. Yeah. And now we know why, is because of, well, there are a few reasons why, but I believe the main reason was that Cam he forgot about it. And he wanted to do something else. You see this again with the, like, pivoting and, like, changing his ideas multiple times? Yep. He never told me about, Pengi not signing the contract or leaving any involvement. He didn't tell me about Seon era. I don't think Seon was in the server when I joined, so I think everything with Seon already happened before. You want to know a fun fact? My current design, the cookie design that I have now, I actually took inspiration from Seon's model. That's a wow, fun coincidence. Let me post a screenshot from my October drafts. Oh, let me send this to the front. Wow, what a coincidence. But yeah, I really like Seon's model. The, like, peekaboo, like, highlights, as well as the placement of, like, the little starry highlights in the background. Very, like, bright, and that's... I don't know if people noticed that I started adding more, like, lighter green highlights to the back of my hair, even in this model. So I was telling my character designer artist, Ocalypse Cal, I was like, can I actually, like, color all of the back of it, like, light green, like Seon, like Kason? Yeah. All the support for Seon era, go support them. But yeah, please don't ask them about any of the things from Luminara, because they already posted their statement. Please read her statement instead. But I could tell that Seon was, like, hurt very badly by Cam, as he was very, very rude and very unjust with how he treated her. I treated all of us. Oh, that's... Let me close my window capture for a moment. Okay, nothing... Ooh, okay, I did not dox myself, at least. No. Okay, no doxing. Okay, I don't have to cut anything out. Thank God. just checking all my tabs. Okay. Scuff, 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 scuff. Wow. So that was a second interview. So just some general things. I was looking around the staff server. I went a little bit neurotic and I looked up every single staff that I could. And I looked at all their socials. Cam mentioned, it was like, oh, our staff, like we have more experience with like other content creators outside of YouTubing. So I checked it out. Half truth, I'll say some of the staff, I couldn't find a lot of their socials, so I have limited knowledge on that. I was already like, something seems off here. This is, but during this time in the server, I met with, I was introduced to Slender and Amir, two audio people that, ooh, we have a studio together now. Ooh, isn't that fun? Amir actually was introduced to Luminar through another friend. So he's less involved with VTubing. Slender actually has the most experience with VTubers out of all of us, because he's been in other communities. I have not. But yeah, I met them. We talked about our different experiences. They were like, oh, how'd you do this? What's your music experience? What's your production experience? We had like a good talk through there. General staff calls. I like joined a little bit for just to meet people. From my rotation / experiences in a traditional like company or corporate setting, I was asked to do a lot of, actually they were called meet and greets, but more of like one-on-one calls to introduce myself to other employees at different levels in the company, and also ask about what their experience is, how they've gotten to this company, what's their daily work load, and what are their like career plans just in general. So me coming into this, viewing it, as I told Cam, I view this as a job. I want to introduce myself to people, see like what does everyone else do? How do they all work? How does the like company hierarchy work? And that's when the confusion started like to become more apparent. Because now I was getting these mixed signals from other people that were saying like, oh, I'm like a video editor, but I do this, this, and this, and this. Just as an example, I'm not going to name any names. Or I'm a talent manager, but I also do this, this, and this. I'm like, wait a second. Why isn't the role like clearly defined for these people? What's going on here? Where's this all coming from? Spoiler alert, it was from Cam. It was all Cam. That's my interpretation. Disclaimer. Expansion of the role without defining it in like a contractual setting, like not getting things in writing, making sure all the communication happened through Cam himself, instead of like an operation lead or like a team leader. So that Cam could control the narrative and put pressure on people to do things that they usually wouldn't, in terms of like taking on more work. That was the vibe I got. And then he did that to me. So on January 30th. So Slender was the one who sent the invite, but he was in call with Cam at the time, I noticed. During the time when he sent this message. So I don't have the screenshot of the staff server since I left, since I'm gone. So yeah, so Slender, it was Cam. Cam asked through Slender, I'll say that, for me and Amir to join a new server on January 30th. I joined the server. He was like, can you join right now? I was like, why right now? Or why ASAP? I joined the server. The server was made before January 30th. It looks like they had been planning things before January 30th. So why did they ask me to join right now? For a Valentine's concert due February 14th. So 2-week turnaround time. I was like, for an event? For a concert? I looked in the server. I was like, Who were they going to get to staff this if it was not me and Amir? What is the workload of this? I had many questions about the timeline, which I grilled specifically Slender on. So sorry, bro. At the same time, I understood and I expressed to Slender, hey, I noticed there's a lot of staffing changes going around the general Luminara staff server. I don't know what's happening. It seems like they're busy, but I really do want to express that I'm not happy with how it seems like we're getting pulled into this project very suddenly. And Slender agreed. And he was like, yeah, let's definitely talk about this after. After. Well, okay, fine. And during these role changes and chat, like text channel reorganization, I noticed that Cam changed my role. He added on a he added me to an audio team role. He specified my role as audio excuse me, audio engineer. Sorry, let me drink water. Okay. He asked me, so I asked him about this. On February 6th, I had a meeting with Cam and Slender, where Cam came into the meeting. He was very apologetic. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. You must have so many questions about this, and this. I know that, like, people have been asking around. I just got out of, like, he's been telling me before. He's like, oh, I just got out of some meetings. People were, like, have been, like, really angry at me. I'm so sorry. He's so apologetic. I was like, I just want some clarity, bro. So I was like, what does this all mean? I thought it was a talent. What about audio engineer? Let's pull up my meeting notes. Oh, sorry. That meeting was on February 3rd, not February 6th. Sorry, scam call. By the way, my ringtone is like I do the Redshift remix. I think it was like a Christmas remix group folder that he just posted on his Twitter one day, and I just downloaded it and use it as my ringtone. Anyways, February 3rd. Attendees: Slender, Cam, and me. These are my personal notes. My ringtone is the standard iOS one, never bothered to change it, LOL. I'm a music person, I have to have my ringtone something, not default. Oh, so one of the things I asked, I was like, hey, where's the shared drive? Why? All of these uploaded files are through Slender and me and Amir on our own personal things. So I made a drive folder to share with everyone. Okay, so I was like, I don't feel comfortable about having this all in my drive. I feel like this is not this should be transferred to the company. Like, do you have, after the concert's over, can we transfer everything to Luminara so that I don't have to have responsibility of this? Sure. Actually, this didn't come up during this meeting. I had to ask later. Someone else answered that for me. Where is this concert going to be? What platform is this? Is this gonna be live? VOD? 3D? 2D? It was going to be a pre-recorded YouTube video 3D. It ended up not being 3D because of things. So, dude. Hi, Taylor. I'm pulling up my meeting notes and I'm talking about this. Feel free if you need to leave, because it is bringing up some stressful memories myself. But this will be the VOD will be kept up. So right now I'm talking about the concert, which was the concert. I was at Hi Amir. Oh, everyone's here now. Hi Taylor. Oh, you came in at a good time. So February 3rd, this was during work on the concert. He asked me to, we needed more people to work on this concert. And I came in this server and I was like, why is all this happening right now? Why is this all being done within 2 weeks? And how many songs are this? Many songs. Many songs. I thought that was disrespectful to me, Amira Slender, to be added on last minute to this project. I thought it was disrespectful to the VTubers that were submitting songs on short notice, recording in such a short period of time, as well as having to record 3D videos, which ended up not happening, of course, because that's too short of a deadline to account for. And I just came in by to say hi, TBH. Thank you. Thanks for saying hi. Everybody's is like, heyo, hi, welcome in. It's old. This shit old news to me. Yeah. Moved on. Hashtag moved on. Yeah. So like, please don't like go onto anyone else's channels and talk about it. This is just me because it's been a while since I streamed and I haven't had time to talk about it personally, publicly. Thank you for the follow. So yeah, me not being happy about all this short turnaround time. I also had to leave on a trip during the middle of this, by the way. So I was like, you only got me for like 6 days and I have to go after that. So I did everything I could. I also documented all the work I did based on my rates, and rush fees and distribution charges. I don't think the VOD was monetized, so with the rush fee and not talking about work on the concert until the end, because it was a company-related project, for me, my personal invoice was $660 for timing, tuning, and backing vocals, rush fee, and DA fee. On 5 songs. I do work fast, I do admit, on time tuning. I'll have a good stream. Thank you. But yeah, there was some reservations I had about doing this work. I was like, fine, I'll do it. He went into this meeting, he's like, all this work, we'll get it, this will be a part of your agreement for paying back the value of the model. I was like, okay, let's get this written down. Can we get this contract written down? He's like, that will take some time. I'm dealing with some other stuff right now. I was like, well, okay. In my mind, I was like, okay, I'm never doing this again. But I will note down the price for myself if this conversation ever comes up again, or if he's asking me to work on anything ever again. Sure. He also wanted this to be onboarding as part of a music program idea, where music talents and team would be focused on original songs and concerts. Okay, so I was like, okay, maybe that's what the server is for. Sure, whatever. He was like, I know you were supposed to be talent and now you're working as staff right now. We can announce you as a staff role and then we can announce you as a talent role. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't really care. He said that if there's any time in the future that I get added to something but I don't have it in writing first, I'm free not to work on it until I get it documented. I was like, okay, sure. Well, we had a debrief after the concert, me, Amir, and Slender, where I expressed these concerns about the quick turnaround time, last minute additions, and I want extra time. I want at least 2 months. I think that's what I said. At least 2 months to work on songs. I want 1 week per song kind of like deal. Like things like timeline is like, I won't agree to do this again, especially unpaid. And then we started working on developing an independent audio commission service. This was like a limbo period from February to May. Wow, that's a lot of months. Slender had this idea. I was like, hey, let's make like an independent service where we can just like make our own. Well, people can just like hire us out as an event production agency. People might need audio people for like concerts, sound design, streamer packages, who knows, whatever. So I was like, sure, that can be a way that we can get more projects under the company. Sure, we're making samples. In this time, Slender gave me the okay to talk about some stuff, but I'll speak about it slowly. In this time, Cam was he was very pushy about wanting people to be on his own personal music projects, not related to the company. And he was asking Slender to work extra hours to work on Cam's original music. I popped into calls sometime when Slender was doing this, and I was like, hey, I feel like every time I was in calls, like, hey, Slender, what is your workload? Why are you putting in so much time into Cam's personal music when you should be focused on the company? Seems like this is a lot of work. Is there plans for distribution? Like, how does any of this relate to, this is taking time away from our team, basically. Mm-hmm. And it turns out, yeah, I fucking fell asleep. That's okay. VOD will be up. Hi, Tifa. Hi, Deltic. This stuff that I'm talking about right now is another reason why I kind of like stopped, like streamed a lot less and like stopped talking on social media, that kind of stuff. So yeah, during this February to May section, again, we see this trend, changing priorities very quickly, asking people to do things very urgently, but then it going nowhere. So that was causing a lot of burnout, I could tell, to Slender, and it was causing burnout to me, because I was like, I thought I was in here and I thought we had a plan, and the plan keeps changing now, and there's no results. The attitude I felt was that it's like you're burning and you're burning and you're burning with the expectation of a result, and it just gets canceled at the end. So you're working really hard towards nothing. That's the feeling I got within this company. So yeah, it was at this point, if I wasn't, because Slender didn't have the fucking time to work on stuff himself. God, I hate when plans keep changing. Plans never leave the group chat. Yeah. Because Slender's too fucking busy with Cam's own original music. He never had time to work on our service. I was just like, okay, I give up here. I'll just work on my own stuff. This is what I mentioned in my statement on Twitter. That I was just like, yeah, I'll just put my head down. I'll work on my own stuff. I'll just work on my own content consistency and focus a little harder on the music side of things, so that I don't have to think about like streaming as much. Or if I streamed, it was like mostly just music stuff. A little bit more about my role in the conventions. So, to preface, Cam was like, oh, let's hang out at MomoCon. We'll just like hang out and stuff. let's defeat our depression together. So Cam, he had these off comments about me. I was like, oh, Tifa, like, you're so monotone. It's so hard to get you to laugh. Oh, during our interview, you were so stone-faced. Oh, it's like, So I don't usually talk like this. The monotone voice is my flat affect as a sign of depression. Moderate to severe untreated depression is what I have. I know it's not good. Guidelines recommend that I need to be treated for it, which I do not have. I do not have a stable job, which means I did not establish primary or consistent care, which means I am not on medication for depression. That is something that I'm going to do. And when I was actually younger, when I first learned about like depression and like different disease states, I was like, monotone voice, like flat voice, like that. I was like, how does that ever happen? I feel like people know what their own voice sounds like and how their voice is changing. And then it happened to me. So yeah, when I was younger, before the depression happened or started, or before I had signs of depression, like I didn't used to talk like this. Crazy. Actually, the people that I live with now, they met me before my flat voice started. So yeah, that's just a fun fact. Fun fact there. That I know Cam was also claiming that he was depressed as well. And I know depression appears different for different people. But I could feel that there was something more. There was something more going on. There's like, this can't be everything. Me as a healthcare professional and also me having depression, I was like, something is off here. Something is really off. But okay. He invited me to go to MomoCon. I was like, ooh, I really don't know about this, y'all. I always noticed that part about you when you spoke, but I thought that's just how you spoke. Yeah, this is... But yeah. Sorry, but yeah, my voice isn't for everyone, and that's okay. It didn't used to be a conscious effort where I had to think about my pitch and my tone. And you can tell when I'm focusing harder on speaking, like my tone gets a little bit flatter. Yeah. You do sound a little livelier compared to you for your first time debuting, and I couldn't be more glad that it's a good sign to better mental health. Thank you, Audie. Doesn't really change how I view you, even if you are monotone. Yeah, thank you. As the depression improves, or I get better at like being more conscious about my tone, it has improved a bit. But yeah, when I'm focusing on like thinking about what I'm saying, in terms of like content, or like remembering things, that's when my tone like gets a little bit flat, as you can tell. Yeah. If you can tell when I'm on coffee, because then that kind of like goes away a bit, but then my anxiety goes into play there, which I'm like, I don't like that. Does being conscious about your tone help you in some way? A little bit. When I was doing interviews, I was very conscious about my tone. Sorry, my phone fell. Oh my god, my phone. It's like under my chair. Sorry, I'm like sweating a little bit. Help you my mental health? I don't know yet. This is like a new thing that I've been working on. So we'll see. For mental health specifically, the things that help me the most is like scheduling my break times and having times to like meditate, like lately, like consciously like clear my mind, write things down about my feelings, making sure I have a support group. Hi Zolfer. Sorry, I got a little bit too into the depression, talking about my depression here, but yeah, Cam tried to appeal to my mental health state. he's like, yeah, let's like hang out at MomoCon. It'll be a good distraction. We can just like play at the arcade. They're gonna have like karaoke, all that. And I was like, I don't know. I'm a little bit wary about meeting people in person, but we'll see. I'll get back to you on that. If I had to like, if it would be a high cost for me at MomoCon, I wouldn't have gone. But I was very fortunate that my partner has a lot of credit card points. And so our flight, our hotel, all of that was covered by credit card points. It was no cost to us. My partner was also starting to ask. It was like, hey, like, do we have any updates on like badges, on like plans? Damn, that's nice. Yep. I think the specific situation where I was okay asking my partner for these flight points was that I think he was trying to like cancel one of his credit cards, and so he needed to use up all the points on it first, or he wanted to use up all the points first before actually canceling it, because the points transfer wasn't gonna. Sorry, this is like a credit card churning moment, like finance moment, that like sometimes you can transfer points over, but the value of the points like decreases. Either over time because the policy changes on where you can use it, or it decreases if you switch it to a different credit card company, if you can even transfer it. So that kind of situation was happening. So we're like, yeah, let's just use up the points now. Free trip to Atlanta, let's go. if that wasn't happening, if that couldn't happen, then I wouldn't have gone to MomoCon. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll go there. I can't even collect points with my credit card. American moment here. I love finance talk. So yeah, so I was like, well, my hotel has been free anyways, like, I can hang out at the booth. Yeah, I have some experience with like running booths as a staff, like trying to like invite people like in, talking about advocating for who I'm representing at the booth. Sure, I can do that at the booth. Sure. I can also cosplay too, so that might like help people get people in. But I didn't really know at the time what was gonna be at the booth. Of course, I wasn't event staff. I was like, we'll see. But, like, keep in mind, I was still already kind of burned by the like, oh, don't volunteer. Oh, like, if nothing's in writing, you can definitely say no. And I wasn't paid for the Valentine's Day concert, so I was still like, yeah, we'll just see. We'll see what's there. I arrive at MomoCon Thursday night. Actually, I arrive at round 1 on Thursday night. I waved to Cam. I noticed, because he sent a video of himself before. I waved to Cam and he didn't react. Kind of like ignored me. And I'm like, wait, he's seen my face before too. That's a little weird. He came up to me, he didn't really say hi or anything. He was like, why'd you do that? Like, why'd you wave at me like that? I was like, huh? Okay, Debbie Downer. So from then on, that first interaction, I was just like, this guy's weird. Something is weird. His body language is off. His eye bags look insane. Apparently that was a new development. Zulfer, you can let me know that his eye bags weren't that bad to you, but like for me, oh my god, his eye bags were so bad. That's what I noticed. My partner was also kind of got the ick. I mentioned in my statement that throughout my time with him in voice calls or like in person at MomoCon, he made a lot of like narcissistic comments about himself. About, oh, I was such a good person in this old relationship of mine. Oh, I was like, I did this, and this for people. Painting himself as like a benefactor. But turns out before I got to Dokumi, he apparently like kind of like lashed out at some people. So when I arrived on Friday and I met everyone else actually at the convention booth, how often was this narcissistic glaze? I'd say like at least hourly. want to say every other conversation we had, every other conversation topic, if not every conversation topic, during MomoCon at least. Before MomoCon 2, he would interrupt work voice calls to like vent and stuff, which it was getting really uncomfortable for me. I told Slender at some point, I was like, I'm studying for my exam right now. I can't take on any more stress of Cam's emotional burden with whatever he wants to vent about. I can't do it anymore. I'm like no longer going to like work in a public call. He was like, yeah, that's fine. And then like one of the nights before studying for my exam, like really late at night, after this happened, Sandra was like, okay, let's go into like the music studio chat, and then we won't be interrupted, so you can so I can help you like study on this topic, because Slender has a science background as well, and I asked for help on like bacteria and viruses, or ID. Oh my god, ID. ID is very difficult for many practitioners to study. So I was getting help on studying for that. And then Cam came in and interrupted our call, and I was like, hello? Because I asked to make sure, I was like, Thunder, please, like, I need to make sure I'm in a call where no one can interrupt. And he was like, yes, no one will interrupt us here. And then Cam interrupted us. Ooh, I'm sweating right now because thinking about back in that time, I was already just very anxious myself about this exam. Okay, so that really pissed me off when Cam joined, and he was like venting about this, and this, and I was like, please leave, please leave, please leave, please leave, please leave. But there's that power dynamic too, right? About your boss is coming to share stuff with you. Like, you have to, not like kiss ass, but you have to be respectful. Because this was a voice channel in our staff server. So I was like, okay, I'll be respectful, but like, I really need to study. I really need to study. Yeah, that was something that happened. He trauma dumped on my boyfriend, on my partner. Oh my god. I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna share everything about Cam's like personal situation that he vented to me to my partner. I did tell him a little bit. I was like, oh, he's kind of like going through some shit, and I'm kind of like, I need to stop. And he's like, yeah, like whatever it is, it sounds rough, and like, yeah, you don't need to like be involved with all that. I was like, okay, calling yourself a good person is kind of redundant. Yeah. So night one. Sorry, not night one, because oh my god, we stayed up till like 3 a.m. Latio was tired. I was tired. My partner was tired. We were all like falling asleep at Buffalo Wild Wings? No, it was Wingstop. Our food was coming out so late, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna close. We still haven't gotten our food. It's the call of others, whether you are or not. Yep. I agree. It's one of those things like, how would other people describe you? But instead it was all these things about Cam telling other people that he was a good person was all through himself. That's questionable. Yeah, we were so tired on Thursday night going to Friday. And then on Friday, we had to wake up early to help. I was like, I'll help out and see what's going on at the booth. I ended up helping a little bit, learning a lot from Rinthio and Latio, because I'm not a very social person, but they knew a lot about VTubers. So I learned from them. I'm like, oh, what questions were they asking? What kind of conversations were they having? I could tell that they knew a lot of the VTubers at the meet and greet booth like pretty well. I respect them a lot for that. They were also going out of their way to network and meet other VTubers around the like little VTuber area, and I respect them for that. I thought that's a great idea, especially since their line of work as VTubers or editors themselves. They need to network and get more opportunities. So I was like, yeah, go ahead, Go do that. Cam did not like that. I didn't tell Cam that people were off to go meet other VTubers. I told them, oh, they have other stuff to do. And Cam said in his text to me, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear all that. Huh? Excuse me? So I thought that was very disrespectful on Cam's part. Rinthio, I could tell he was very stressed as well because Cam couldn't be at the booth. So Rinthio had to run it by himself with his personal friend. So all volunteers, by the way. And I was like, the attitude that Cam was giving to us was very disrespectful. Genuinely shocked. We like reported back to him on like, oh, how's the booth doing? I was like, oh, it's very busy right now. Or like, oh, it's slow. We got some sales. Normal things that you would report to like a manager or like a head or a lead. I was like, sure, that's fine. Showed him pictures of the booth, showed the whole staff pictures of the booth in the staff survey. I was like, oh, it looks nice. Like we have this and this. I was like, oh yeah, this is the merch we're selling. How dare they enjoy the con that they are at. Not even just for their own personal enjoyment, but for their work opportunities as well. I thought it was very important for them to do that. How dare they be successful? Crazy, I know. Another thing I noticed at the booth, back in January, February, we were supposed to, Cam like sent a survey. It was like, oh, what's your jacket size? Because we're gonna have like staff jackets. Sure. I arrive at the booth. What an attitude. Yeah, I know. I arrive at the booth on that Friday. I was like, why are we selling the staff jackets? I thought these were for staff. But okay, fine, sure. I don't think anyone will buy it because we're doing meet and greets and merch of the VTuber talents, not the staff, but okay. Sure. But damn, this was a long ways away. He was selling staff jackets. I was asking about that as well. Leading up to the convention, I was like, what's our uniform? What's our badge situation? Where is everyone staying at? So that if we were meeting up outside the convention, how can we do that? No info. It's like, oh, we're thinking about this, but I haven't booked it yet. Oh, we were doing this, but I don't know. Oh, I haven't gotten a response from the con people. All through Cam, by the way. I don't really know if things were true or not, since he has lied so much. I don't know. He was selling staff jackets, yeah. We sent the picture to him, and he just approved it, so I was like, oh, okay. He didn't really give any direction on what was to be displayed at the booth or not. So that was questionable. Anyways, moving on. Saturday happened. Saturday was like the day when everything went down. I was in the car with Cam. I'm getting kind of hungry. Sorry, side comment. If my tummy growls, I'm sorry. We were really tired because Cam like stayed up, and I don't want to say held us hostage in his car, me and my partner, but he was definitely venting a lot. And it felt like it would be kind of rude to stop him. So my partner was just like, yeah, it seems like you're going through some stuff. I was like, okay, you could talk about it here and then we'll like leave. Okay, just leave to go home. Your bodily sounds do not discourage. Yeah, anyways, he was venting about like this is this, how he was such a good person, how this relationship ended so badly, talking about like the girl he was seeing. He mentioned some things about mental health conditions, psychiatric conditions that I noticed seemed off as someone who has shadowed at a neuro ICU and has studied the pharmacist role in treating psychiatric conditions. She dodged a bullet. Yep. Unfortunately, the exes suffered a lot under Cam, which you can read their statements on Twitter. But the girl he was seeing, thankfully she did get to avoid a lot. And I commend her for noticing all these things that were bad news in person. But yeah, he was sharing news about that, and I'm like, what do I have to do with this? I'm just a volunteer, and my partner has nothing to do with this either. So I thought that was disrespectful for him to trauma dump to my partner as well. I was like, oh my god, let's just leave. I don't like this. And my partner as well was getting mega ick. Oh, I did so much for my ex. We did this, and this. We were such like a power couple. We blah blah blah. I was like, okay. Also, he was very wishy-washy with his plans after the convention. And me and my partner being the closest to Cam physically, like in driving distance, he was also driving us to places. So we were at the mercy to his whims, to put it lightly. He was not updating people about where he was going when people were trying to meet up. So people were kind of left in the dust, and I didn't like that either. I had to remind Cam, hey, did you tell so-and-so where we're at now and where to meet? No. 2 hours passed, no. I'm like, okay. I did so much for my ex as a statement that should be the case. In a committed relationship, you both do a lot for each other and are a team. Something I forgot to mention, with the Valentine's Day concert and all these projects that end up going nowhere, being very flaky with your plans. I recently, say like 2024, early 2025, I recently cut off a former friend, former longtime friend, for doing similar things. Not as bad. Not as bad, definitely not as bad, but me saying this as saying like I've cut off people for less. And so you can tell, like, wow, if I was willing to cut off a longtime friend because they were doing all this stuff to me, imagine how I felt stuck IRL with this weird guy. Kind of want a stuffed crust now. Dang. That sounds good. Yeah, I was not happy. His body language. He sounded so like, oh, somber, like, oh, woe is me. But his body language looked anxious. He was shaking his leg. And I'm like... So I get when drummers shake their leg, because it's like a drummer thing. He is a drummer. I was like, also like an anxiety thing. Also like a ADHD thing. But like, why is he doing that when his voice tone is very sad and he's talking about something sad? Maybe something stressful? I don't know. The body language was not matching. Can't believe he claimed that he has 16 years of content creating experience with these questionable behaviors. Yes. One of the common things that Static Tokyo mentioned throughout recounting all the statements in his 1-hour video is that he claimed that he had content management experience. She did not. And as I know in this company, it looks like he delegated a lot of that work to others and then claimed it as his own. You aren't an ad ? Yeah. Ads can sometimes start a little bit earlier than the timer, and earlier, yeah. So yeah. So yeah, Saturday when everything went down, people were rightfully very not happy with how he has treated us online and in person now. They're like, wow, something is really wrong. I met a lot of very nice people. Yeah, the timing is random on ads. It could start earlier, like a minute earlier, a minute later. I've had ads started for me before Seribot says, oh, an ad is starting soon. But yeah, so Saturday, people were rightfully angry. I went to lunch with Cam and my partner. We came back. I went to a panel. I look away. The panel was like very close to the booth where Cam was, which I was like, he wasn't supposed to be at the booth to begin with. But then again, all this information was from Cam. Was he supposed to be there? Was he banned? I don't even know anymore. Were we as staff, were we even allowed to have a booth there? I don't know. And I feel bad thinking about maybe people thought we were in on his like crimes. Which I don't like that. Brings me a selfish kind of relief that there's so many people supporting you. Thank you. Yeah, like I kind of feel bad thinking about it, but like at least there are a lot of people that support each other after the fact that this happened. But it sucks that this all had to happen in the first place, kind of deal. Also taking up so much of my time. I was supposed to post a short. During this weekend, but since this guy was like up, making us stay up so late, doing whatever, hijacking my time, trouble dumping, all this, going everywhere around the city, delaying plans, having all this stuff happen, I didn't get to post anything, and that started my hiatus. Ugh, man, this guy. So we talked about all these things. With Cam, he was very nervous about it. But every time something was brought up to him, all he said was, I literally never did that. I don't remember doing that. But if that happened, I'm sorry and I'll never do it again. And that to me was very dismissive. It made me realize that he did not take their concerns to heart, because if you do take a concern to heart, the way to improve afterwards is to realize the situation and the specifics that happen, recognize them, acknowledge them, prevent, and what can you do specifically to prevent this from happening again? Whether it be holding yourself accountable with people reminding you in meetings, hey, please don't say that, or taking meeting notes. If this comes up again, we need to like remove you from a meeting, kind of deal. Delegating an operations specialist so that you don't, if you're stressed and you are sharing things that maybe shouldn't be shared from your personal life, maybe someone else can handle the work meetings for you so that you can talk personally with other people in a personal setting, not in a professional setting. None of that came up. He was very dismissive, very like, I'll never do it again. That's it. And I learned some things during that conversation that I also did not know about, like very personal matters, very inappropriate behaviors, that I am very thankful that I was not part of, because during my time in limbo from that February to May, I was already very unhappy with the way things were handled through Cam, that I didn't want to be in voice calls with him alone. And I strictly was in voice calls only to work on stuff, which was mainly the audio service or just co-working calls. So I was saved from the brunt of any sexual advances. But I did notice sometimes in calls he would kind of like pry into people, like, like, hey, like, did you notice, like, oh, I just like put on stuff, I'm like trying out like makeup to make myself like nicer, like, how would you rate me, like a 1 out of 10, what kind of, like, showing pictures of like different like body types or like different clothing. I was like, oh, what kind of clothing style would look the best on me? Oh, like what kind of body type do you like the most? Just very like weird comments that I deflected because my excuse slash my actual opinion on all this is that I'm depressed and I don't have my my sense of attraction is also blunted, so I don't have an opinion on any of these things. You could say that right now I'm like, sorry, my stomach. You could say that I'm ace, like I kind of have that like no like physical attraction kind of like vibe. But I'm not ace because I know what I was like before my depression. But that's something very personal that I should not have to share with my quote unquote boss. Anyways, so yeah, that made me really uncomfortable. And I was like, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And that theme was also brought up during that conversation on Saturday. Oh yeah, wait, yeah, he was taken away by staff during the middle of the day. That's kind of like what spurred everyone to start talking to each other, being like, what the fuck happened? It seems like he didn't tell us about stuff. It seems like the staff know more about the situation than Cam is letting on to us. Again, all of this conversation about Cam being banned at the booth or whatever, all of this was through him. What was lie? What was truth? I don't know. I was very angry because he did this in between, all this happened in between his own talents, meet and greet slots. So he made his talents look bad. He made us look bad, staff that didn't know anything about what was going on. And in turn, that just affected the conversation around our booth for the rest of the convention. So it affected talents that weren't even involved with the company, and they were just invited for a meet and greet opportunity. That was it. I hated that now they might have some like scrutiny or people asking about their involvement with Luminara when they had nothing. They had no information about any of it. So that was MomoCon. Everyone in person at that time, we were all like, yeah, we can't. This is just bad news. Like everything out about this is like horrible. We're ending this. On Sunday, I had to leave early away from the booth because I needed to talk to Slender about this because I was like, okay, Slender, you seem very close to Cam, but everything is wrong. Everything is going wrong. Why did he get taken away? Good question. I don't know. Cam told us that he was not supposed to be at the booth, and then he showed up anyways. Sorry. And he showed up anyways against us saying, like, maybe you shouldn't. We don't know. The convention staff would know that, and I don't have contact with convention staff. I would refrain from asking because it's over now, and he's definitely banned from that convention for the future now. Cam also claimed that there was police involvement, but police didn't show up there, so maybe police showed up when he was in the staff room? Was he taken to the staff room? Was he just taken out of the whole convention by itself? I don't know. No one knows because all we heard from Cam was like, haha, I was taken away by staff. The police pulled their guns on me, but I made them think they had the wrong person. And this was all on Saturday when he said this stuff, and everyone was mad at him, rightfully, because why would you ever joke about your safety like that, first off? Why would you joke about putting our entire booth in danger like that, and making all of us look bad? Yeah, very unprofessional, very rude. I cried after that. I called Slender and I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? I was like, I feel very helpless because it seems like I'm trying my best here to learn at this booth. I'm learning about VTubers. I'm trying to talk to these people. I'm learning from Rinthio and Latio as staff. I'm talking to these VTubers. Well, for some of them, this was their first meet and greet opportunity, so I got to be like their practice. We didn't have a lot of promotional materials to get people interested in our booth, so I was just trying my best here with like cosplay, with all this, everything. And it just seems like everything that Kim was doing was like hindering me, making me really tired, making us really tired, so that we couldn't give our best energy at the booth because he was just talking, changing plans, all this outside of the convention. Being taken away from staff. It's like, I told Slender at that time, I felt very helpless to all of this. We were all trying our best and Cam was not. And then later that night with that conversation on Saturday, it just sounds manic. Yeah, maybe that's why he was staying up. And only sleeping 2 hours a night, which is, his eye bags were horrible. After that conversation on Saturday night, me and my partner, we were supposed to go home with Cam, but my partner said, I was like, hey, I think we should get a lift. I think it's not safe to be in a car with him after all this. He was like shouting at himself, Cam. That freaked me out because that's the first time I've heard him shout. And apparently it was not the first time other people's heard him shout. That was like, ooh, that is a safety danger symbol right there. So yeah, we got a lift to go home after everything. I told Cam, I was like, went up to Cam after. He was kind of like on the ground, like standing on the ground. He's like, it's over, everything's over. It's like, Cam, maybe we can still talk after professionally, but like all this stuff, like don't involve me in any of your personal stuff ever again. Maybe, sure. He said, yeah. He's like, yeah. I was like, sorry, I know you expressed like you want this to be like a very professional setting. I won't ever do this again. But like, please believe me that I never did any. I didn't. All these stuff people are claiming about me. I never did any of this. I said, sure, I'll take your word for it. And I shook his hand. Me thinking about this now, I was like, oh, I touched this like gross guy's hand that like he hurt so many people with those hands, and then that makes me so mad that I ever did that. So anyways, before I got to talking with anyone else on Sunday, he had already been pulling people into call. He's been pulling all of his talents into call. He's been pulling staff into call, sharing his story. Oh, I'm such a good person. Oh, I never did any of this. Oh, everyone hates me. Oh, there's like a hate campaign against me. Oh, Tifa wasn't even there. Okay, way to go back on my word. I told Slender, I was trying to tell Slender my side of the story without sharing too much because we were still in a public setting around the like booth area. And Slender's like, wow, this seems like really stupid. This seems really wrong. But it seems like there's like two sides of the story. Like Cam said that you weren't even there. I was like, huh? Yeah, I went to the grocery store for like 15 minutes to get a snack because we didn't eat dinner. But oh, my frames are dropping. But wow, way to dismiss, way to like make it a case against me too, I guess. And I got word from Slender that Cam was trying to restructure the company again. See, when I came in the server on January, he was restructuring, and now with this again, he's restructuring again. Like, what the fuck is going on? Thinking back to the Valentine's concert, he asked us very suddenly to join this concert, very suddenly to start doing things. And that's when it clicked for me that all of these things he was doing that made it look like he was changing the company, he's gonna be doing better things, all these sudden changes was to get people to stop thinking about the situation at hand and get them to move on to something different. To get them to stop asking questions because their workload would be so high, and their focus would shift to something else. And also to pin the blame on people that didn't want to join, or be like, oh, I'm leaving you behind. Like, all these people, they can be the scapegoat. Or place the blame on others. Oh, these people are responsible for the company now. These people are the ones that are to blame to everything wrong with the company. Changing the news cycle. Yep. Controlling the conversation. Being the first person to tell his story to everyone else. Because all the IRL staff were going home, on planes, driving, running the booth. Yeah. So anyways, I was staying up late after my flight to make sure I was like in the time zones. Yeah, time zones. So I could finally give the full side of the story to my immediate coworker / lead, Slender, saying this as if we're all LARPing as staff here, because we're not staff. We're just people, just volunteers that believed in a vision, a vision that quickly soured and kept changing. Yeah, but I mean, I guess the good thing that came out of it is like what came out of the conversation. Mostly everything else was fine. Like, I met so many hardworking people at Luminara, people who did deliver things and took pride in their work. I didn't meet a lot of people though, so I don't know. That's just the people that I met. I don't think I'll be working with all of these people again in the future because their roles are so different. Yeah, I think I just want to stick to audio stuff in my own thing for now. Slender and Amir. Yeah. So, yeah, the company was supposed to have a booth at Dokumi as well. That was canceled, of course. People were pulling out. Sulfur was like, yeah, we need to cancel this. I can't do this. Like, it would be very wrong to have people here at a booth that is representing such a company where the owner is such a bad person. Yeah. So we're gonna cancel it. Then one person that I met at MomoCon, actually, one of the people who was a bit nervous for her meet and greet. I don't know if it was her first meet and greet. Maybe it was. Sorry, I can't remember too much about the actual meet and greets and the people I met, other than in relation to Luminara. It's kind of like that, like when you get in an accident and everything, and in your mind you're like, I have to remember this, I have to remember this, I have to remember this, so that my story doesn't get mixed up. And then you forget everything else related to it. That was, sorry, unrelated to it. Sorry, that was my mindset. So I'm very sorry that I kind of forgot like the other people and the other attendees that went up and like talked to me and like introduced themselves. I'm so sorry. Other than the messages that I sent, like, oh, this person talked about this. Let's go reach out to them later. Oh, this person talked about this. I can't remember. That's all I remember is the stuff in relation to Luminar, which sucks. Ugh. My only known bits and pieces about like, oh, I was talking to like this person about their VTubing journey. Oh, this person helped this other person. I think I asked Ravi to put up captions and she said, oh, I'm dyslexic, but I'll try my best because someone was hard of hearing. One of the attendees. I think that's most of what I remember. But I told Ravi, I was like, Ravi, you're gonna be at hi Nezumi Tenshi, welcome in. I feel like you've been in this channel before. I don't know why it's saying doing the intro message again. You need to force yourself to remember details to justify your perfectly normal decision sucks. Hope things start getting better. Thank you, thank you. This is a lot to unload. I'm so sorry for you and everyone affected. To think that I was so clueless and I was about to make friends in a server too. That's okay. You didn't know. And I was spared a lot as well. From the surface level point, during October when I was applying, I had heard that Cam was very careful with scrubbing all of his social media. And again, trying to control this conversation, making himself look like a savior. Because there was a tournament where some things went wrong and he got everyone in call and resolved it like quickly. I can commend him for that kind of conflict resolution, like immediate action. But continuous quality improvement actions, not there. Personal or professional, not there. Bullet dodged. Ugh, but so annoying. Wasted a lot of my time. This guy. Cam. Whatever. So yeah, Ravi, super helpful. I mentioned to her, I was like, oh, back at MomoCon, before everything went down, I was like, oh, we're gonna have a booth at Dokumi. Maybe you can like meet up with Sulfur, you can like hang out after or something. Or maybe like you can help each other because we'll be like running the booths by like yourselves. You can like share staff. That kind of thing. They're like, oh sure. Bullet dodge. So Ravi actually reached out and she took ownership. It's like, hey, anyone that can't do a meet and greet anymore at this booth, I will take you on if you still want to do it. And we did get some people that were still able to do it. So I very much thank Ravi for being able to host that. And seeing Ravi's dedication as well led me to be like, hey, if there's anything I can do to help, I can be a remote staff to help with like setup. It's great. Thank you. Thank you to Ravi for helping with that, and Zulfar as well for getting me quickly situated on those kinds of things. Yeah, turn that kind of like attitude, like everything's gone to shit, so much has gone wrong, but let's try to turn it into a positive thing and work with what we have. I think that perseverance and that attitude is what defined the actual people who delivered work within Luminara and the people that I seek out with whom I want to work with. And yeah. Well, that's that. Any questions? I think I need to take a short break before I go on to keep talking about more stuff. But yeah, that's kind of what delayed a lot of my music stuff. I wanted the audio service to take priority, which we had no contract for that either. Gotta go get food, take a break. Yeah, I didn't have any contract for that either because it was still like we were still in like proposal sales pitch stage. So all that planning that Slender and I and Amir did, that's our stuff now. None of that is in relation to Luminara. All of that studio, our Ember Time studio, is only under us. No Luminara IP. Nothing in relation to the company. And I look forward to working with them on independent music projects or concerts. Gosh, I wouldn't dare ask any questions right now. Take a breather. Okay. I'm sweating really hard. I need to... Let me eat some food. We'll be back in 10 minutes? It's been 3 hours, 30 minutes. Good God. And I still have 13 slides to go. Whee! If anyone needs to sleep, that's fine. My VOD will still be up. I would ask, please don't ask questions in the comments. If you would like to send me questions, email me or DM me on Discord if you have me on Discord. Here's my email for later. Okay, I'll BRB. Oh yeah, the reason why I stayed so long within Luminara during that limbo period after the concert was that this audio commission service. Slitter did pitch the idea of that if Cam doesn't like it and we weren't going to have it as part of the company, we were just going to do it on our own anyways, just outside the company. So I was like, okay, this is actually a future plan that can go through. So that's what we're doing now. So all work is not lost. What else? There's something else I wanted to say that I forgot. But yeah, anyways, if you want more information, go to Static Tokyo's video. Yeah, that took up so much of my time. Damn. And that's not even all of it. Ooh. There are still some like loose ends, I feel like, things that need to be resolved, but I don't think I'm really involved with any of that. I was just so far removed from Cam. It was mostly him just like butting in to my work that yeah, I didn't really have that much involvement with the company. Those were just a lot of things that I noticed in the short time or the small roles that I had there. It is what it is. Moving on to games. Prophet had a question about when are we gaming together again? For our farm. Oh wait, is it up here? Oh yeah, Fruit Tart. So this is the group I have with Michi. Our farm will be after this. It was like Michi, B, and Beanie, and Hina. We have a social media channel. I keep saying channel. Twitter account. This is just a group name for us. This is to showcase our streams and like our work in art and music and graphic and animations. We are not a company. We are just indie. We're just some IRLs. I had some like one-off collabs. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Michi. These were like the first game streams I had in like a long time. I got really, really tired after each of these. Not gonna lie. I don't know if I was ready to do this. These happened in the weeks before. We had like one collab a week. They're up on Michi's channel, Michi's VOD. But I was really tired after this, which made me think maybe I'm not ready to go back into gaming streams or just gaming in general. Delayed. Our farm, I put TBA, but I'm thinking at least August. Both Beanie, Fruit Tart, hi. Beanie is really busy until August. Welcome in. Can I get a shout out for Michi? So sorry, I'm really busy. No, it's okay, me too. That's what this whole presentation is about. I'm so fucking busy. I just explained 33 slides on stuff that happened in from January to now. Or yeah, till now. Good God, it took over 3 hours to explain everything so far, and I haven't even gotten to the end. My poor man. Yeah. So our farm is delayed. I'm thinking August. I'll start the when to meet in a couple weeks. So like 2 weeks before August starts. There's also stuff I need to plan with Beanie and my workplace. My workplace schedule is at least, I at least kind of know what general times I'll be free, and that matches up with the times that Hina's free after work. So we will at least keep a consistent, we can at least have a consistent time again. Yes, thank you. Hollow Knight, I don't know. After doing Monster Camp in Pico Park, I'm like, I don't know if I can game that much anymore. But as my Donathon award, you saw my screen, I'm gonna end the Donathon. I don't have full-time employment, which was my original goal, but I at least have part-time and freelance employment. Do both equal enough to full-time? No, but it's at least something. So I'll end my Donathon here because I at least have some guaranteed income. Something better than nothing, yes. I won't end it right now. I'll end it once I get my first paycheck. We'll do that. We'll do a little celebration. Someone currently with nothing. Don't worry, Beanie. Do I have a job for you? Paid. Maybe new things soon, maybe? Praying. But yeah, for my streams, unfortunately, I'll have to delay gaming for a bit. August. Let's look forward to August then. I'll reassess myself in a month to see if I can. Well, our farm I will definitely have that one to meet out for August. I want to try to at least do 2, maybe 3 meetup times if we can do that. And I can probably start training for Minecraft Hardcore. We'll see what my energy levels are, because I was like when I start a new job or when I start a new rotation, every time the first 2 weeks were just like really rough for me, or the first week especially, because it's the orientation and studying outside of the shift itself, especially for these clinical roles or these highly specialized roles. Yes, I need to review a lot of information when I start. So first couple weeks are gonna be really, you won't see me. You will not see me at all. I'm gonna have to schedule out my shorts. I may not be able to comment on anything. But we'll see. Let's look forward to August. That's my response to Prophet. Okay, so just as a review for my 2026 goals, this is what I posted on the 27th. Wow, this is actually after a day after Cam reached out to me. He didn't ask me to do any of this. This is all myself. I was like, okay, it seems like just in general, it seems people are interested in what I have to deliver as a streamer, as a content creator. Can always hang with me casually too. Of course. I want to increase activity in our collab server. I am interested in those like one-off collabs or like one-off like little just like group things. Doesn't have to be streamed. We can just have a little gaming meetup, a little gaming hangout. I'd be interested in that. Yeah, I'm sorry, our farm, I've been so busy. Yes, it's okay. A little yap sesh. A little supper meeting. Thank you for the stamp card. Okay, so my 2026 goals, I did all of this myself. I was like, okay, people are getting back to me. They want to interview me for like agency things, or company things. People are interested in my music. I've appeared on a few channels now. People are interested in that. So I'm like, okay, let's set like some like solid goals for my content, as well as my career. So yeah, I want to finish and post at least 10 covers. That's my main goal. Backlog covers. Oh my gosh, backlog covers. I'm getting back into practice. I have some stuff already recorded. I just need to get harmonies. Harmonies, and if I need to do any redos. I just got some more soundproofing in my setup. You may not be able to hear it right now because I have a gate on, but I have so much noise bleed or room verb since before. It was like early June where I got it set up, so thank God I could record in a better space now. Thank you for the check-ins, backlog covers, ooh. Yeah, all my emotes, all the emojis are broken. I can't see any of them. I don't know what's wrong. OBS. Wow. But yeah, mainly backlog covers. For YouTube, I already reached my 1,000 sub goal. I reached this actually during May, June, yes. Or become eligible for monetization. I don't know if this is gonna happen, but I at least reached 1,000 subs. For Spotify, distribute 3 covers. I have 2 in the works, part of the backlog. For career, get full-time employment. Ooh, kind of there. Part-time and freelance. For branding, I want my current model retextured. Which that is actually going to be a new model that I will pay Alex for. No beating around the bush. I'm going to pay Alex for a model. If when Alex is free. 2026 goal progress. I screenshotted this earlier in the morning. I don't know if it's still the same or not. Right now I have 1,114 subscribers. Yay! But I'm only at 5 out of 10 covers. I gotta work on that. But that's half, and we're halfway through the year now, so it's still on track. Still on track. My TikTok, actually, surprise! One of my surprise goals was to double my TikTok following. At the end of the year, it was at 300, and now it's at 977. I also have over 100k views. I did not expect this one to pop off as much as it did. I still get views and follows like today from the short. It's been a month. I did not expect to reach 1,000, which I will probably reach 1,000 very soon. Yeah. Future plans. More future plans. Content. Some of this is what I had from the beginning of last month. It's like short covers will continue. I'm getting my workflow down on that, and I think I'm I think I'm solidifying like my mixing process for that and my video process. Streaming / shorts, maybe some Fortnite festival. Oh, isn't that crazy? Fortnite come up again. So yeah, unfortunately, Chem was the reason for me to download Fortnite. But I have mostly been playing Fortnite with another friend, Dallas. Haven't been playing much though, just in general. Don't have many hours on it. But if I go back to it, I'll probably do their like karaoke mode, and we can maybe do a stream on that. Maybe, we'll see. I'm thinking also maybe doing like a final take and practice take comparison. That has been pretty popular lately. Live streams, we're continuing Friday 8 p.m. CDT, karaoke recording and reacts to music. Co-working, maybe. But again, it'll be afternoons. CDT. I think I tried Sundays and Mondays. We'll have to see with my new work schedule how tired I will be. Schedules will be posted up again. More music. The backlog song covers were delayed. I have 4. In progress. I am returning to recording. I completed commission work. Once those are released, I will share what those are. I was like, is there anything that I was like specifically not told to share at any point? No, I think once stuff is posted, I will be able to share it. Canceled projects. Oh yeah, there was like some idea going around for like a community cover, like, and I was gonna organize for that, and that just got canceled. That's okay. That's fine. We move on. Speaking of backlog covers. Okay, this is one of my backlog covers that I recorded actually in 2021. I didn't get it mixed until 2023, 2024. Art was also completed in 2021. I'm sorry, everyone. Yeah, pharmacy school. But that's coming out this summer. So that will be my sixth maybe cover. And actually the first one where I commissioned like a complete background for it and like extra assets other than character art. So look forward to that soon. Yay, out of the 5-year dungeon. Woo, exciting. Yeah, here are my socials. Why does it say okay? My socials once more. On X and Twitch is Tifa Minto. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube at Tifa Min. I guess that's everything. That's about it for people that didn't come in earlier, like Becklefin. Thank you for the raid. Becklefin is another pharmacist. They know I passed my Netflix. I'm employed. I'm working at oh, I guess I shouldn't say it, but I'm employed as a pharmacist now, and I got to work on video scripts for a second. That's my pharmacy thing. Yay! Yay! Career plans, we'll see. But yeah, go check out my card. I wonder if I can actually like share a little bit of my card before I go. Oh yeah, here's my card, what it looks like right now. Changed a little bit of the colors. Keep it green. My recent work and about are like the same. Recent cover is always up here. This is more for the Instagram people who, links don't work on Instagram. They only work in your bio. You can only have one link. So I have to say link in bio, and then they open this and the newest cover is up here. Yeah, that's why I have this up. My recent feature with Stella in Your Sound Matters too. My recent works. This is other channels that I've been featured on, like Ricky Poppet in March, Ada in November. Yes. And then Callie, Enrica, rest in pieces. Hello stars, oof. Yeah, everything here. Timestamp. This is the full concert, I think. These are the individual video uploads. But yeah, this is the work I did at the company. None of the talents knew. They didn't know any. They were just asked to record stuff. That was it. So yeah, they had no involvement with like how the staff worked, and actually it was like an active thing that we were not supposed to talk to each other, and I didn't know that. Because I just never had any reason to talk to any of them. Okay. Oh yeah, showcases. Timestamp, 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 timestamp. All of this. Achievements. Like, this is all like older stuff. But yeah. This is my portfolio on YouTube. My art. I should link my commissions. But yeah, this, look forward to more emotes. Coming soon. Maybe at the end of July or August. We'll see. This is my model from Top Gray. Some art of me. My personal VGen. Which I have I still have time tune up and harmony guides up and backing vocals off. If you want to request a song for me to record, I post on my YouTube channel. I also have that up. Vocal requests. This one not as much stuff, like, cause it's limited to the time tune backing vocals. I think I'm following. Yeah, okay, here we are. Here's our studio page. Yay! I put the shorts, so if you want short covers, great examples here. Go check that out. Some full mix covers. Lots of portfolio work here. Please look forward to our new works, and please think about commissioning us. Yay! We are responsive to our waitlist. All of our portfolios are in here. That is all, I guess. Who should we raid out to? Yay! Yay! Oh yeah, don't mind the banner. That's that's a work in progress. Need a commission for that. Let's see who we can raid. I haven't done this in a while. Thank y'all for the check-ins. Oh, people are recording today. Let me see. Okay, we will raid out to Riki Poppet. That was someone who was on my, oh my gosh, on my website. Who reviewed my Crucifix X cover. Yeah, go check them out. What's your ETA? That's what I'm thinking. The name might change. We'll see. I don't know. It's growing on me, but also I'm like, it doesn't roll off as smoothly as it could be. I'll think about it. We will think about it. Me? Pointing at myself, the guy pointing at himself meme. Me? We'll talk about that. Okay, I'll unstream on YouTube.